सद्गुरु श्री गजानन महाराज की जय. Namaskar. I am Atul Kokardekar. I feel blessed to present the English Pothi of Shri Gajanan Maharaj. With Maharaj's blessings, I hereby start. Sadguru Shri Gajanan Maharaj ki jai. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. O Parshudhara, son of Jamadagni, glory to you. Don't ignore me. Not tolerate the insult inflicted by Sahasrarjuna. You killed him and protected the Brahmins. It now appears that you are neglecting their plea. Please open your eyes. It is necessary in the present situation to save the Aryan culture. Mysterious are the ways of Gajanan Maharaj. No one can predict them. There was a devotee of him at Mundgaon. Pundlik Bhokre was his name. He visited Shegaon on a fixed day every month for the darshan of the Sant. He was devoted to Santa Gajanan, who was like God to him. A woman named Bhagabai lived in the same village. She could not concentrate on anything as she had a wavering mind. She was a great hypocrite. Her pastime was to fool people. Once Pundlik came to her sight. She said, "You have wasted your life all through, as you as yet have no guru. In spite of your visits to Shegaon, your guru is not Gajanan Maharaj. Tell me whether he has uttered a sacred hymn in your ear called as a Guru Mantra. Mind you, one cannot become a guru without proper rituals. In fact, Maharaj is a crazy person. You call him a guru because he relieved you of your fever. It was just a coincidence. Don't be a victim to such gimmicks ever. His chanting of hymn is idiotic behavior. Eating food from anybody's hand shows him to be a fallen person. Let us seek a guru elsewhere. We shall go to Anjangaon and make Kakaji's disciples as our guru. Let us leave early in the morning to attend his kirtan and seek the truth. Guru should be well read, learned and wise, expert in all scriptures and treatises, of good caliber and good guide to help you in the way of life. No such qualities are seen in Gajanan. So let us go to Anjangaon. Pundlik, a pious man, was disturbed by these remarks. To give his consent to her for going to Anjangaon the next morning. After this decision, he slept well. In the latter half of the night, he saw in his dream a person like Gajanan Maharaj. The person in his dream said to a sleepy Pundlik, "You seem to have decided to live for Anjangaon with Bhagabai, for getting a guru of your choice. You may go if you like. His name is Kashinath. Please remember, you will be disappointed when you go there. Can a person become your guru by whispering something in your ears? When people whispers in each other's ears, do they become guru of each other? Pundlik, don't go after hypocrites. Listen to me with care. I will chant a mantra in your ear. Gana Gana Ganat Bhote," he whispered. After a silence of a moment, he further said to Pundlik, "Ask me for anything and your wish will be fulfilled." Pundlik was happy with these words. He immediately observed the person in his dream and was glad to see that he was none else than Shri Gajanan Maharaj himself. Pundlik asked for nothing else except the Paduka of the Sant himself. The person said, "Take them soon and worship them tomorrow noon." Pundlik woke up at this moment to take the Padukas. No one was there, not even the Padukas. He felt confused, yet he knew that the blessings of the Sant will shine through. He remembered the Sant's comments on Bhagavai's intents and his instructions to worship Padukas in the afternoon session. According to this, he had to have a Padukas for worship. As he did not have them, he decided to get a new set made. But he remembered that the Sant had given him his own Paduka in his dream. While he was thinking of it all, he heard Bhagavai giving him a call to go with her to Anjangaon. He refused to go with her as he would not accept any other mentor. Bhagavai went to Anjangaon thereafter. Just 2 days prior to this incident, Jam Singh Rajput of Mundgaon had gone to Shigaon for darshan of Gajanan Maharaj. When he was about to leave for his town, Maharaj called Balabhau and spoke on, "Send my Padukas with Jam Singh to be given to Pundik." Balabhau gave the Paduka to Jam Singh, who carried them back for Pundik. Pundik was waiting at the entrance of the village and asked Jam Singh if anything was sent. Jam Singh was surprised and took him to his residence and inquired of the reason for asking this question. Pundik told him of the dream, which cleared the doubts in Jam Singh's mind. He handed over the Padukas to Pundik. They are now installed at Mundgaon. For him, this was a great boon. He worshipped the Padukas in the afternoon. Real sons take care of their devotees and dissuade them from wrongdoing. When you read of this event, you will realize how a son gets his devotees' wish fulfilled. In Akola lived Rajaram Kavar, a Brahmin community, who was a dealer in gold and silver ornaments of quality. He and his son had a great faith in Shigaon's great sant. His sons were Gopal and Trambak. Trambak, also called Bhau, was the younger. He studied at the medical college at Hyderabad. From his childhood, he believed in Maharaj. In times of difficulty, he always remembered the Sant. Once when he came on his vacation, he wished to offer him food of his liking. How to do it was his problem. His mother had died when he was a child. His brother's wife Nani had a temper wife. He prayed to Maharaj to help him this time. "Oh Maharaj, I desire to offer you food you enjoy, bhakar, onion and vegetables of your choice. But who will prepare all this? Only a mother can fulfill her child's wish." While he said this, Nani appeared and asked him the reason for his disappearance. When he was hesitant, she assured, "Elder brother's wife is like a mother. Be sure." He felt encouraged and told her his plan and that he wanted to go to Shigaon. She happily went to the kitchen and packed a box containing the tiffin, containing 3 breads, 3 onions and a besan. She asked him to hurry to the railway station so that he can catch the train in time, else he missed the noon train which was designed. He said, "Oh Maharaj, why have you disappointed me? I am an orphan and have always missed the pleasure of doing a good deed. I feel like a crow unable to reach Manas Sarovar at Himalaya's feet. What unpardonable mistake have I committed to miss the 12 o'clock train? It's my bad luck, nothing else again. I vow that if this food is not served to you today, I will not eat anything I see. Please do not ignore this child of yours and rush to eat this special food made for you here. You are very potent. When you can reach Kedareshwar in a moment, then why do you hesitate to arrive here at my request? I am not ordering you, but calling you with affection. I don't mean to insult you under any condition. Next train to Shigaon is after 3 hours. I think by that time you will finish your lunch." Bhau waited at the station without eating anything and went to Shigaon. by the 3 o'clock train, he noticed that Maharaj had not taken his meals, though plates full of food were waiting for him in vain. They included sweets like jalebi, ghevar, motichur, shrikhandapuri and kheer. Bhalabhau had put them before the Sant, so that after him the devotees could eat. The Sant did not touch any of those things and said he would take his food in the evening. Persons offering food to him may wait or go away if they so wish. Bhau reached Shegao and was happy to see the Sant there, like a child seeing his long lost mother. He bowed down to the Sant and stood there with folded hands, awaiting the Sant's command. The Sant looked up, smiled, and said, "What sort of invitation is this? Is this the time to eat food? I did not eat because of your request. Now let us eat and enjoy the feast." Bhau was happy with these words and explained the reason of his delay. Bhalabhau asked him not to regret and serve the food at the earliest. Bhalabhau took out the food and gave it to the Sant, who ate 2 bhakris and the onion, and gave the rest as prasad to the others. They were surprised to see the love of Maharaj for his devotees. It was like Shri Krishna staying with Vidur and participating in the humble food instead of the sweets at Kaurav's. Similarly, Maharaj waited for bhakri of Bhau Kavar instead of sweets and delicacies. Bhau also took prasad given by Shri Maharaj. Sincere devotion makes such thing happen. Maharaj told Bhau to go back to his town and bless him that he would pass the medical exam. Bhau told him that he would come back for blessings and not for any personal things. He said that the Sant's feet were his only wealth. This is what he will cherish always. Thus saying, he went back to Akola from where he came. A pious person named Tukaram Shegaokar from the town of Shegao tilled his meager share of land. After the hard work of the day, he used to go to the monastery and pray. He helped the Sant in filling his pipe and did sundry work inside. This was his routine for many days. Yet there is a destiny which alters our ends. Things will take shape as it intends. As usual, one morning, Tukaram went to his fields. He sat warming himself up near the fire. Behind him was sitting a white rabbit, partly hiding in the bushes near. A hunter searching for rabbit spotted it from not far away. He aimed his gun pointing at the rabbit, shooting it dead in a fraction of a minute, but the stray shots hit Tukaram behind one of his ears. Doctors failed to take the bullet out. He suffered great pain in his head and lost his sleep all throughout. His woes to God brought no respite. This did not deter him from going to the monastery. A devotee there advised him to stop medication and engage himself in full service of the Sant. He swept the floors there to get the blessings. Tukaram did it for 14 years, keeping the floors clear like a mirror. Then one fine day, the shot behind his ear dropped and fell away. The pain vanished, certainly a reward for the continued service to Sant Gajanan indeed. Spiritual belief generally emits from experience and stays firm in the minds of those who serve. Service offered to the Sant never ever go west. May this treatise bring peace of the reader's mind. Sadguru Shri Gajanan Maharaj ki Jai. This English pothi was translated by Shri Shankar Pandit. Please share this video so that maximum devotees can avail Maharaj's blessings.